Omnipod 5 is now FDA approved for type 1 diabetics, the tubeless insulin pump, Dexcom G6 glucose monitor, and smartphone app. That's all available now as of June 2022 as I'm making this video. Hello everyone, if you are looking for exclusive deals, blogs, educational content every week delivered to your email, subscribe to our newsletter at sugarmds.com right now. And finally, FDA approved this, but we have been waiting for it. It is unfortunately approved only for type 1 right now, age 6 and older. It can be used for type 2 as well, as long as your doctors wants to get it done and if your insurance approves it, which doesn't happen all the time. But it's also an amazing pump for type 2 diabetic patients. Now, FDA clearance of Omnipod 5 was based on a pivotal trial that actually found that Omnipod 5 was safe, effective, and demonstrated very good clinical results. In those trials, children aged 6 to 13 improved their time in range from 52% to 68%, almost 4 more hours per day within range, and their A1C went from 7.7 down to 7%. And adults, on the other hand, older adults especially, their time in range went from 65% to up to 74%, which is extra 2 hours per day in range. And their A1C improved from 7.2 to 6.8% on this pump switch alone. Again, both groups had much less time, going about 180 milligram per deciliter. So Omnipod 5 has 3 things. First of all, it's tubeless, right? It relies on an algorithm and it can hold up to 200 units of rapid-acting insulin for 3 days. Number 2, it works with Dexcom CGM. So again, Omnipod 5 mobile app comes preloaded and can be downloaded onto your phones and so forth. So it is an app that allows the smartphone to control your basal and your bolus rates. Now, as you know, all automated insulin delivery systems require an algorithm to allow the CGM and pump to adjust that insulin dosing based on glucose levels. Now, they call this Smart Adjust algorithm, and it's built into the Omnipod 5's pod, which is the first automated insulin delivery system actually with the algorithm integrated into the pump that allows the user to actually continue to stay in the auto mode or automated mode even if the smartphone or controller loses battery or loses connection and so forth. Now, Omnipod 5 again is the first automated insulin delivery system with a patch pump instead of a pump with tubes and all that. Plus, it has a smartphone control as well. Now, what the Smart Adjust does, it automatically increases and decreases or even pauses insulin delivery every 5 minutes. And they use a customizable glucose target, protecting against highs and lows and keeping glucose within range, especially while sleeping. And of course, when you're awake too, but while you're sleeping, it's a lot easier to control your blood sugars. The user can actually adjust their glucose target as well in 10 milligram per deciliter increments from 110 to 150, and that algorithm takes insulin on board into account. So, smart. Omnipod 5 has multiple modes. The automated mode basically automatically adjusts insulin delivery with the CGM. In this case, it's Dexcom, but I think they're working with Freestyle Libre. I think Freestyle Libre 3 is coming, so stay tuned. Manual mode also delivers insulin at a pre-programmed rate, regardless of CGM connection. So when your endocrinologist adjusts your pump or sets your pump, even when there's no CGM data, it will still work with no problem. If you're active, you can actually set the glucose target to 150, and in this mode, when you're exercising and so forth, when your insulin sensitivity is different, that will protect you from hyperglycemia because it's increasing your target so that it doesn't really pump too much insulin. They're connected, the CGM and the pod, via Bluetooth, and the Smart Adjust algorithm is in the pump. So as a result, even if the connection is lost, system can still run automatically. Even if the controller is or your phone dies out or whatever happens, you still have a pump attached to you, so you know you're protected. So Is Omnipod 5 available? Well, in the United States, it's now available by prescription, of course, as of June 2022, since I'm talking right now in June 2022. What's the price for Omnipod? Well, Omnipod 5 app is free. That's good. But the pod prescription cost will vary by your insurance, so make sure you talk to your insurance before you go out for a prescription. Now, Omnipod 5 will cost the same as the Omnipod Dash, so I don't see any reason why insurance will give you any problem there. So the coverage should be the same as well. If you go to their website, you can find maybe insurance coverage list to see if your insurance covers that pump particularly for you. Now, when we think about why people don't adopt these technologies, why people don't really want insulin pump, etc. Why do they not want more increase in time in range and achieve better outcomes and better quality of life and so forth? Because I offer this to my patients a lot, especially when they're already on insulin and they cannot come off the insulin, right? Well, people think that they're expensive, they're complex to use, especially my older patients. But Omnipod really make it easy. There's over 250,000 users right now, and most of the time they love it. People, especially who are interested in tubeless technology, should try Omnipod. Omnipod Dash is actually free for 30 days. So if you get a prescription from your doctor, you can actually upgrade that Omnipod Dash to Omnipod 5 if you like the pump itself. So that way you don't have to worry about spending money and not liking it and so forth. So what is new in the Omnipod 5? Well, the integration with Dexcom 7 is not FDA cleared yet, and G7 is not cleared yet. So they're working with Abbott for Freestyle Libre as well. So there's a lot of things going on. So I think Omnipod is in the right direction. Again, this is not a sponsored video. I just wanted to let you know, guys, that Omnipod is out there doing something good, and we always support the technology and any company that does good for diabetes. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Again, thanks again for watching. Remember to subscribe and share this video. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this channel so far, and I hope you subscribed already. If you didn't, do it. And if you did, watch this video right there. I think that will help you too.